Hey guys, and welcome back to another action figure review. Today we're looking at Hasbro's Star Wars The Black Series 6-inch Admiral Ackbar from Return of the Jedi. Another fantastic eyeing for the Black Series line, and definitely one you're going to want to add to your lineup. Taking a closer look at the packaging, we can clearly see the figure displayed in the window bubble with his blaster accessory. Along the front of the box we have some more text detailing the contents. And on the side of the box we have some fantastic artwork of Admiral Ackbar and various Rebel transport ships. It's brilliant to finally see a change in the design for the packaging after about 5 years or so using the red and black box design. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love that packaging design, however I think we were in desperate need of an update, and with this artwork along the side and the artwork on the back of the box, this is exactly the update we were looking for. We also have the usual legal documents and text and details along the bottom of the box. And on the back of the packaging we have more of that incredible artwork. As a collector, I can't get enough of this sort of artwork. I definitely don't know who it is that actually does this artwork for Hasbro, but hats off to them because they've done some really nice pieces so far for the Black Series line. We then have a nice little read up on Admiral Ackbar and the Star Wars The Black Series logo. And that's pretty much the box. Overall, I'm really impressed with this new packaging design. Can't wait to see more of the artwork and the details that come out for the rest of the Black Series line moving forward. So without any further ado, let's have a little look at Admiral Ackbar himself. Taking the figure out of the packaging and having a little play around with the toy, initial thoughts, I am really impressed with this guy. It's not perfect by any means, but all in all, I am really impressed with the work Hasbro has done on this figure. The detail on the head sculpt is just proof of how far Hasbro have come with the Black Series line over the last few years. The eyes have been sculpted with some fantastic care and attention, and the various creases and wrinkles in the skin are really prominent and really help to make the figure's detail go pop. I would even be prepared to argue that the quality of these figures these days is on its way to contending with the likes of Slideshow and Hot Toys. I really do think Hasbro are producing figures of that sort of quality. Definitely they're not quite there in the terms of the detail and all the rest, but I think they are really getting there. And I think, bear in mind, some of the Hot Toys and the Sideshow figures can be off into the hundreds. I would much rather have something of a slightly smaller scale, and definitely with a smaller price point, but still with high quality and detail. The nice detailing and sculpting work on the figure continues down to the torso section with a separate vest piece. It's made out of a very sort of flexible plastic to try and not hinder the articulation too much, but does still feature some fantastic smaller details, with the belt going around the waist and the smaller chest badge. Detailing for the legs and the arms is also exceptional, and I'm just really not over how cool the detailing looks on the exposed skin. There's loads going on with the detail right here, with a slightly different shade of brown to highlight the different areas of the skin, and a web look for the hands to continue that sea creature theme of the character and the Mon Calamari species. I'd definitely like them to release more characters such as Admiral Raddus and potentially even some Clone Wars Mon Calamari, because Hasbro have really proven that they can produce these figures and they can produce them to such a high quality. The Admiral comes with a very generic Rebel blaster accessory, which while it looks really nice and it's been sculpted very well and painted very well, it would have been nice to have included the baton accessory which can be seen with during the Rebel fleet briefing scene from the movie. He does hold the gun really nice in his right hand though, definitely not so much in the left hand because it's not really sculpted to do so, but when you pose him up with the accessory it does make for some really fantastic poses. Speaking of poses, the articulation is slightly different on this figure compared to some of the usual Black Series guys. The head is on a hinge joint to allow the mouth to open and close, which is a really nice touch from Hasbro, and I believe it was also the same for when they released the Admiral Ackbar from The Force Awakens. The shoulders are on a nice hinge joint with a swivel to allow for forward movement, as well as these really nice new butterfly joints which allow for additional motion in the upper body. The elbows are on a hinge joint and a 360 swivel. The wrists are also on a hinge joint with a 360 swivel. The waist is on a slightly stiffer swivel joint but still allows for some motion. And he also has a slight ab crunch which is sadly hindered by the vest piece. The hips are on a hinge joint to allow for a side kick and a swivel joint to allow for some forward motion, and we also have a cut at the upper thigh to allow for a 360 degree turn. The knees are on a nice 360 degree twist with a hinge joint, and the ankles are on a hinge joint with a swivel cut at the foot. Admiral Ackbar is another fantastic addition to the Black Series collection, and I really can't tell you how much I'm actually loving this figure. While the articulation joints do seem to be slightly stiff on my copy and some of the motion is limited due to the vest, I am really blown away by the detailing that's gone into this figure, and Hasbro have clearly looked at artwork and said, right, okay, we need to get this character right. It's a very well loved character, and overall I really do think they've knocked it out the park. It looks fantastic next to the rest of the Return of the Jedi figures, and overall I think it's a must-have for anybody looking to complete their Return of the Jedi collection. So that's my thoughts on the Black Series Admiral Ackbar. Let me know what you think of the action figure in the comments section below. So until the next one guys, subscribe for more action figure reviews coming soon, and thank you all very much for watching. May the Force be with you.